Hey there guys, it's NintendoPSX and welcome to another analysis. It is on the, not even like an hour later, of the Zelda Wii U gameplay footage we have seen from the Video Game Awards 2014, and I did not think I was going to see Zelda for Wii U, and we did. It's here. There's gameplay, there's footage, it's amazing. So I'm here to analyze it. If there's anything you guys see in the video that I did not mention, please be sure to put so in the comments below, and I'll make a follow-up video as soon as I can. So first off, we see the world is massive. It is a new massive world, and it takes time to travel. It could take from 5 to 15 minutes depending on where you want to go in the game. Good thing now that they included waypoints. You can now put waypoints on the gamepad, and through this you can actually set where you want to go and see where it is you want to go on the map. So that's very good. Graphics, as Onuma said in the Famitsu interview, have been greatly improved. From the texture to the lighting to the bloom, everything has just been improved graphic-wise, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. And it seems like they really polished the art style that they first showed us at E3 of this year. So that's another bonus. It looks like you can use the gamepad gyroscopes for camera work, so if you need to aim or look around into a far distance with binoculars or something that might be similar, or a telescope if it was Wind Waker, then you could use the gyroscopes for that, and it's probably wanting you to do it that way. On the gamepad you can see that there's the Hyrule World time. Of course it could be our regular time or play time, but that would make no sense to have it in the middle of the screen on a game that has a day-night cycle such as this. So it's most likely the Hyrule's World time, which leads me to believe that there might be time-based events. On the gamepad screen, you can see that there is a zoom in and a zoom out icon that even Miyamoto presses to zoom in on the map or zoom out on the map. And there's an icon below that I'm actually not quite sure what that icon is. I've tried to think about what it could possibly be, but I just don't know what that icon could possibly mean. Below that is a question mark icon, which most likely is help and tips for people that may not be familiar with the Zelda franchise. There's another icon in the bottom right corner, possibly an inventory button, as it has multiple little dots across a row, which could probably indicate your items or your scavenged inventory or the materials that you might collect in this Zelda title. Also on the bottom right, there is a transparent compass design in the bottom right, which will probably be good for you if you're going north, west, south, or east, obviously. Back to gameplay. The horse automatically moves around now, so you don't have to exactly control it 100%, leaving more control to the player with horseback combat. So that means that you can now focus more with your arrow shooting, which you can use the gyroscopes to aim the bow now, or you can focus more on your sword combat with slicing your sword around. Link can now use the Sailcloth, like in Skyward Sword, to leap off cliffs to land gently on the ground if he needs to, depending on if he jumps from a high cliff or a moderately sized cliff. The lock-on system is back and returned in the game, as you can see the arrow above the enemy Goblin or Boblin's head. So it's nice that the lock-on system is a key feature from Zelda that they're definitely not taking out, which also implements into the new gameplay mechanic that Link can now vault off his horse for a slow-motion combat from him shooting his bow into an enemy's weak spot. It's unknown if we can use the sword to vault off, meaning if we vault off the horse, can we stab the sword into an enemy's throat or something. I don't think we can, but it would be nice if that's something that's implemented. But if not, vaulting off the horse itself is something just absolutely amazing. Enemies now have weak spots that can be indicated by a metallic-like sound when you hit them with, let's say, a bow. And I'm sure this would also incorporate into all the other items as well, whether it be the sword or bombs or any other item that may appear in the game soon. Or later, I should say. So it's nice that they're putting in a way that there are weak spots in enemies, which might indicate somewhat of much more tougher combat, depending on which way of combat you want to take, whether you want to use your arrows, whether you want to go in with your sword. So it's nice that there's more options there given for us if we choose to do whatever it is we want to do with Link. There are watchtowers that we see near the beginning of the video, most likely enemy watchtowers, but I wonder if you can take over those watchtowers for some form of fast travel. I mean, running around would be great and all, and being on your horse would be tons of fun as well to search for things, but something close to a fast travel would definitely be amazing if, let's say, there's a quest that we completed and it's all the way on the other side of the map. Link still, for some reason, has the Targe shield and the basic sword. So far, we've yet to see his iconic outfit of the green tunic, rather than this blue tunic, the Master Sword, and the Hylian shield. So, this is still just a very beginner Link, which might indicate that before Link even becomes a hero, that there's much more trials ahead for him. He might even go through a dungeon or two before he even becomes the hero of time, or whatever hero they choose to make it for this game. Link apparently has magic again, or possibly a stamina bar, but the stamina bar is unlikely, as it doesn't decrease when he leaps off the horse, as that would most likely take up stamina. So it's nice to see that the magic has returned in this game once again, which might explain a technical arrow at the trailer, the first one we've seen at E3 2014. Link's hearts are also on the top screen, as well as the magic bar there. And Link can also pick up and eat apples, as Miyamoto points out that there were apples there apples there before when he traveled there in an earlier scene off-screen. So it's nice that we got all this new gameplay about Zelda for Wii U, and it's really awesome that I could just dive into this and just find all these cool new mechanics and just even have Aonuma even say most of them for me. So it's really awesome that this is now an existing, and I'm getting really hyped for this game. It's looking up to be one of the best Zelda titles that have ever been created, and I really hope it holds up to the hype and expectations that a lot of people are pouring into this Zelda title. So, this has been NintendoPSX, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have anything that you saw in the video that I did not mention, please put so in the comments below, and I'll make a follow-up video as quick as possible. Be sure to follow me on Twitter if you can, and subscribe to the YouTube, not the Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys then.